more appreciative, and more fully alive. Ed now lives to serve, and he is doing that well. His story of near death and chronic illness is raw, honest, and real. You will be encouraged that you can face adversity and discover that God is faithful. I am blessed to be his friend. Dave Burchett, author of When Bad Christians Happen to Good People, and contributor to Crosswalk.com. Because Ed is my dear friend, the story of his broken heart breaks my heart. But Ed's painful journey also deeply encourages me that the same Jesus who met Mary and Martha at the tomb of their brother Lazarus, the same Jesus who met Ed in his bloated, frightened, tormented, itching T-cell carcinoma despair, that same Jesus will meet me and those I serve in our suffering. Thank you, Ed, for allowing your broken heart to teach us that Jesus cares about our broken hearts, that he will come when we call, and that, in the long run, our suffering will display the very glory of God. J. Kevin Butcher, pastor of Hope Community Church in Detroit. You will never read the story of Lazarus in the same way again. Through his own heart-wrenching suffering, Ed Underwood insightfully teaches us how to trust God before the pain is past, the same lessons Jesus intended for Mary and Martha to learn. If you experience these truths, hope will pervade your life. Dr. Bruce McNichol and Bill Thrall, co-authors of the best-selling True-Faced and The Ascent of a Leader, founders of Leadership Catalyst. When tragedy strikes repeatedly, it's more than most of us can bear. Yet out of the most devastating life experiences, the Lord longs to craft within us a new, stronger, more vibrant, and enduring faith. He wants to do the same as you read Ed Underwood's powerful, utterly honest, and deeply moving book. David Sanford, author of If God Disappears. The university I work at is in the shadow of Pastor Ed Underwood's ministry, just down the road from his church. Many of our community members attend and speak highly of his shepherd's heart and pastor's wisdom. I've also found him to be both transparent and passionate about God's work in his own life, even in tremendously difficult challenges. After reading When God Breaks Your Heart, I can now add to this description of him that of inspiring, powerful, and transformational author. Through the story of the death and resurrection of Lazarus, Ed gently shows the compassion, grace, and love Jesus has for all of us. This remarkable work, birthed out of Ed's unspeakable pain and suffering, brought the pieces of God's truth together for me, and will for anyone else trying to find God in the midst of the unthinkable. John Wallace, president of Azusa Pacific University.
When God Breaks Your Heart, Choosing Hope in the Midst of Faith-Shattering Circumstances. Ed Underwood. Forward by Johnny Erickson Tata. For all who, like Mary and Martha, look at the tragedy in their lives and wonder why Jesus doesn't show up, but still look for him with broken hearts. And to my life partner, Judy, and our children, who never gave up on God, even when I did. Acknowledgments. Without my wife, Judy, my faith would have faltered. Without her prayer, I would have died. Without her encouragement, I would never have written this book. Judy, my family, and I wish to thank all who kneel with us at the throne of grace, those begging God to let me live and serve, especially our truly healing community, Church of the Open Door. I'm especially grateful to Bruce Wilkinson, who told me that I should write this book, to Al Sanders and Johnny Erickson Tata, who told me I could write this book, and to Don Jacobson, who told me I would write this book. My thanks to Jenny Burke and the team at D.C. Jacobson and Associates, and also to Don Pape, Goodman Lee, and the team at David C. Cook.
Before you begin, God extends his hand and offers you life abundant and joy unspeakable. For here